Namaste. This presentation is for educational purposes only and does not claim to diagnose, prevent, cure any diseases or disorders. The advice and method of this presentation should not be construed as financial, medical, or psychological advice or treatment. Please seek advice from a professional if you have any serious issue. And if a Chod practice does not feel right to you, please do not perform it. This meditation contains imagery that some might find disturbing, so discretion is advised. By watching and or participating in this presentation, you understand that results are not guaranteed. Yamajit, John Hollinsby Mayer, Tridevi Chamunda Mandir, and YouTube cannot accept any responsibility for any injuries or damages incurred from the practices and meditations contained in this video. Namaste and welcome to Tridevi Chamunda Mandir in Denver, Colorado. This is Yamajit, and thank you so very much for joining me for the next installment of our series in Chod meditation. Tonight, we're going to be doing a very special Chod meditation, a guided meditation for healing, dedicated to the three forms of Kali that are most often worshipped in the Kathmandu Valley. And for anybody who would like more information on these forms of the Divine Mother, I would like to recommend the third book in my Kali meditation series, Kali Meditation Book 3. It's available on Amazon Kindle. I'd like to start out with a couple of announcements. So this coming Tuesday at 7 o'clock, I'll be doing an Om breathwork meditation. So this is part of our breathwork series and really merging the breath with mantra. And then next Friday at 7 will be part 5 of our Puja and Satsang series on the 64 yoginis, honoring the goddess Shanti. So this presentation will be an adaptation of a traditional Tibetan Chod practice. Only this one, again, will be dedicated to the forms of Kali or Chamunda that we find in Nepal. It's going to be offered as a guided sound meditation for the healing of body, mind, and spirit. This was originally developed as a personal sadhana for myself, but it feels right to share this both in tonight's sadhana and also in an upcoming book. Normally, I wouldn't blend two spiritualities in this manner. However, this is a very unique situation. In Nepal, there's already a strong syncretism between the local form of Hinduism and the Vajrayana Buddhism from the Tibetan plateau. In Nepal, there are very often Buddhist shrines and symbolism in Hindu temples and vice versa. And there are many Nepalis who visit temples dedicated to both spiritualities. And I'd like to give some examples with some artwork. So first, I'm going to move Sveta Kali, the white Kali, aside here, and focus on this central statue of Mahakali. So when we look at a Kali from Kathmandu, one thing that we find is, like in this Mahakali dance mask, we see the crown with 5 skulls, and we see this in a lot of more wrathful Tibetan Buddhist deities as well. When we look closer at this statue, we see that Mahakali is holding a flaying blade, or kartika, which is the weapon we very often see dakinis holding. Some other things that she's holding, we see an archway of flames representing both consciousness and transformation. And this is a Nepali Kali image that we see the same archway of flames around. This is a Bhadra Kali image. I can't really see it very well, but she's also holding a curved flaying blade, has the crown of 5 skulls as well. And then when we look back at our Mahakali image, notice the figure that she is standing on. She is actually dancing or standing upon the Buddha himself. The Buddha is assuming a similar role to Lord Shiva. In other words, the Buddha is submitting himself to this great divine force. So really, the two spiritualities complement each other very well. So because of these close associations, it felt appropriate to compose a Chod meditation to the three major forms of Ma Kali: Sveta Kali, the white Kali who we have in the center of our altar; Bhadra Kali, the benevolent Kali who we have on this side; and then Dakshin Kali, the dark goddess of the cremation grounds on this side. And really, we're doing a Chod practice for three forms of Kali plus one, because we're also going to be honoring Mahakali. And in this case, she is the sum total of the three, and we'll be honoring her at the beginning of our practice. So tonight's sadhana was adapted from several traditional Chod practices, especially the concise three dakini Chod, also known as the Rinchen Tenva, composed by Lama Pema Khandro. Also with aspects of the Bon Chod practice called the Laughter of the Khandros or dakinis, and the Utak Nyintik Healing Chod, which I shared with you last month. And then for anyone new to this series who wants to learn more about Chod practice, I invite you to watch the previous recorded installments of our Chod practice series that are available on this channel. Before we go any further, I want to apologize for some technical difficulties we had this evening. I had some trouble launching this broadcast. And then also I want to thank everyone for your patience during our internet outage. So at the beginning of last week, a car ran into a CenturyLink utility box up our street, and we were without internet for a little over a week. We couldn't get a tech out to repair that until Tuesday afternoon of this week. But we are back on the air and going strong. Anyway, tonight's Chod practice will take place in the following stages. So first, I'll be doing a simple cleansing and invocational ceremony to help set the mood for the practice by establishing sacred space. And I will then invite all of you to lay down in Shavasana, close your eyes, and breathe deeply. At that point, I'll be giving you the opportunity to think about and choose a personal issue that's in need of healing or resolution for you to focus on for this practice. And if you wish, you'll also be given the opportunity to visualize your issue as a living being. In other words, your personal demon associated with this issue. And we will be feeding this demon in the course of this meditation, and the result will be its transformation. So there's really going to be nothing else for you to do. Just open your receptivity and allow the words and the chants and the melodies to guide your consciousness to where it needs to go at the moment. You can also do this meditation as a seated meditation if that feels better for you. Each section of our Chod will be sung in English, accompanied by traditional instruments, including the temple drum, the shang bell, and the thigh bone trumpet or kangling. I've modified this practice also to facilitate visualization. There's no right or wrong way to experience this practice. What you experience will be unique for each individual. So when we begin the Chod practice proper, we will first do two sections called the Refuge, which is the calling of divine forces, and the Bodhicitta, in which we are establishing an intention to help aid give divine enlightened consciousness for the purpose of relieving the sufferings for oneself and also all sentient beings. The main practice is the lujan, or body offering, and this itself is going to take place in some different stages. So first we're going to honor Mahakali, again representing all aspects of the Divine Mother. In a more traditional Chod practice, at this stage, the wisdom goddess Prajnaparamita would be honored. And in this section, this is the form of the Divine Mother who will summon the deities and spirits and demons to our feasts. So if we ourselves as individuals tried calling all sentient beings, we're probably not going to be listened to, but when the Divine Mother is making the call, in this case, Kali, they're certainly going to listen. There'll be a short mantra repetition, and Kali Puja, I'll be using the mantra, the Navarna mantra, Om Aing Reem Kleem Chamundai Viche, to honor all of her aspects. And so we'll be doing 5 traditional puja offerings during that. And then the next stage is the Poa. And this is the ejecting of our consciousness through the crown of our heads, through our central channel, by way of the chakras. And aiding this process will be our first aspect of Kali, Sveta Kali, the white Kali, the divine guide. She's also known as Nardevi, the goddess of humanity, also Netabulo Ahima, which means the mother or grandmother who guides us to the center. In a more traditional Chod practice, this would be facilitated by one of the white dakinis, either Machig Lobdron, the founder of Chod practice. She was a guru living in the 11th century, and she's been deified into the form of a dakini. Or in other Chod traditions, the first goddess would be Samantabhadri, the personification of female primordial Buddhahood. So this is a Tanka image of the medicine Buddha with his consort. Samantabhadri is the consort. So our ejected consciousness will manifest in the form of Ma Bhadrakali, this benevolent form of the Divine Mother. She is pictured sometimes blue in color, other times red. And I'm going to show you another Bhadrakali statue. And notice that she is standing on 2 individuals. And we see again some of the same syncretized imagery, the Damaru drum, the 5-skull crown, other Bhadrakali images. She's holding that curved flaying blade as well. She's also known as Lumida Ahima, the goddess of the golden loaves, indicating her role as a giver of prosperity. And she is going to guide us through the first of 2 feasts, called the White Feast of Nectar. So in a more traditional Chod, that role would be assumed by the red dakini Vajrayogini. And notice, like Bhadrakali, she is standing upon 2 individuals. In this case, let's see, Bhairab, and also Kalaratri, so a male and female figure. And like this Bhadrakali image I showed earlier, she is holding both the curved blade and the skull cup, as well as being in the arch of flames. So in this phase of our Chod practice, we are our conscious manifesting in the form of Bhadrakali, and we're looking down at our lifeless corpse. And Bhadrakali will then chop our lifeless body up, place the pieces in a skull cup, place that on a hearth of 3 skulls with a fire underneath. The contents will boil into this white nectar, which then goes out into the cosmos and feeding and is consumed by its recipients. And these would include the more peaceful deities, the gurus, saints, benevolent spirits. And very often, when it reaches the recipient, the nectar will manifest as some appropriate offering, maybe puja offerings or food and drink, gold, jewels, silks, medicines. And during this phase of our meditation, you'll have the opportunity to envision yourself being given the medicine that you need for healing body, mind, and spirit. So the next stage, our next feast, our consciousness will change into the black goddess Dakshin Kali. And Dakshin Kali means Kali of the south. And the south is the realm of Lord Yama, who we have on this side of our altar, the god of death, and we see a Kali or Chamunda next to him. This would be a form of Dakshin Kali. And Dakshin Kali is really the most wrathful of the wrathful. When we look at this traditional statue, she is standing on Lord Shiva, and she has torn viscera from his abdomen and is eating it. So she's eating his guts. Really, the ultimate submission to the divine. And again, we see this traditional imagery of the curved flaying blade, the skull crown, the skull cup as well. So, in a more traditional Chod practice, this role would be assumed by the black or blue Dakini, Tromanagmo. And we've done some Chod practices to Tromanagmo. And we look at this modern Tanka style image. Try to get this close to the camera and easy to see as possible. There is a dismembered corpse underneath her feet. She is dancing, holding a thigh bone trumpet, and also a flayed human skin as well. So we're calling the dark, transformative cremation ground form of Kali. She then cut up our lifeless bodies to prepare the red feast of flesh, blood, and bones. And this is for the more wrathful deities, the malevolent spirits, our personal demons, and to those whom we owe karmic debts. Now, these beings would be perfectly welcome at the white feast, but the blood and the guts and the bones, this is what these beings really desire. So the visual will involve our flesh, blood, organs, and bones being laid out on our flayed skins. Here you'll be invited to visualize your own personal demons taking part in this feast, and as a result, being transformed into benevolent light beings. In other words, they will be transformed from our enemies to our allies. In the final stages of the Chod practice, we will then offer the guests of the two feasts our altruistic love in the gifts of Dharma and protection. Here we will show them the way to enlightenment and really honoring the fact that their consciousness has been transformed through their consuming of the feast items. There'll be another short mantra repetition, Om Krim Kalake Namah, followed by a reintegration of the Divine Mothers and transformed beings back into ourselves. So as we're doing this practice, we're certainly expending a lot of energy. We're getting that energy back in the form of that divine presence, which is within ourselves always. There'll be a short silent meditation to rest and integrate the practice, and then some closings and benedictions. As always, to punctuate certain parts of the meditation, the ritual will be using a mantra, Pe, sometimes spelled P-H-A-T. This is a mantra that we find in both Hinduism and Tibetan Buddhism. It means crack or boom, and it's used to release our intentions into being. So let's go ahead and begin our practice. So to begin, I invite you to sit comfortably with a relaxed gaze upon your screen. Open your breath, breathe deeply. Just take a moment to do some grounding and some centering. And just ready yourself for the work we're about to do. Just put all those distracting things aside so you can focus on the present moment. And then slowly bring the palms of your hands together at your heart center. And we're going to begin by chanting 3 seed syllables that you're going to hear throughout the practice that represent the creative, the preserving, and transformative aspects of the Divine Mother. Aing, Reem, Klim. So let's inhale, Aing. Inhale, Reem. Inhale, Klim. Om Pavitra Pavitrova Sarvavastam Gitopiva Yashmare Pandarikaksham Sabhyabhyanta Sushi. Om Shuklam Bharadhanam Vishnum Sashivanam Shatobhajam Prasanavanam Dayat Sava Vigno Pasantaye Jai Ganesha. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshvara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Guru Ve Namah. Jai Guru. Om Trayambakam Yajamaye Sagandim Pushtivardhanam Urdvarukameva Bandhanan Machur Mukshiyamamritat. Om Namah Shivaya. Yamadeva Dharmaraja Mrityu Antika Vaivasvata Kaladeva Sarva Prana Hara Jayama. Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadrakali Kapalani Durga Shama Shiva Datri Svasvada Namostute Jayatvam Devi Chamunde Jaya Bhuti Taharani Jaya Sarvagati Devi Kalaratri Namostute Jema Kali Jema Mahakali Jema Svetakali Jema Bhadrakali Jema Dakshin Kali. So I invite you now to sit or lay down comfortably in a position where your back is straight and your breath can be full. Gather any props that you might be using, maybe something under your knees or behind your head, maybe a blanket over you. Make any adjustments that you might need so that you can remain still for the next several minutes. If you need to move in the course of this meditation to make yourself more comfortable, you certainly can. But try to arrange things so there'll be no need to do that. And then once you're in your comfortable position, I invite you to close your eyes, breathe deeply, and open yourselves to the visualizations and the experiences. And if you wish, I invite you to think about or maybe visualize some personal issue that's currently in need of healing or resolution in your life. If possible, as you focus on this issue, try to note where the issue resides in your physical body, maybe an area of tension. And this can be your personal focus for the energies generated in this practice. And then, if it feels right, I invite you to imagine what your personal issue would look like if it were a living being. This would be your personal demon, which will be fed and transformed into a benevolent life being during the Red Feast portion of our meditation. So try to notice its appearance, its size, its shape, and any other characteristics. And then just let the image go for the time being. Relax, breathe deeply, and let the songs, the mantras, and the instruments guide your consciousness to where it needs to be at this time. Jema. 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 O loving Mother of Wisdom, who is the base of emptiness, In you we go for refuge. Please give your compassion to the gods and demons of this frightening place, as well as the beings of the 6 realms. Pay. Through delusion and self-grasping, these demons have caused harm to others. Now, having realized the enlightened mind, may these beings be liberated. Pay. Sentient beings are numberless. We train in order to free them. Delusions are inexhaustible. We train in order to transform them. Reality is boundless. We train in order to realize it. The awakened way is insurpassable. We train in order to embody it. Pay. Mahakali, the Great Mother, instantly appears with ornaments. She holds a skull cup and bloody sword. The mudra of dispelling fear and the demon's head. Mahakali calls all beings with her laughter. Fragile spirits, don't be afraid. Fragile spirits, come and don't be anxious. Come all beings now and don't be afraid. All sentient beings from the peak of existence. All sentient beings down to the lowest hells. All sentient beings quickly gather. All of them sit at the feet of the Mother. Let all of them sit at the feet of the Mother. Ein, Reem, Kleem. Pay, pay, pay. Om Ein, Reem, Kleem. Chamundaye Viche. 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 Om Aing Rim Klim 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 Chamundaye Viche. Pay. 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 Om to the One Mother we pray. Aing to the One Mother we pray. Reem to the One Mother we pray. Kleem to the One Mother we pray. By Aing blessings are given. By Reem blessings are given. By Kleem blessings are given. Blessings flow to our body, speech, and minds. May the state of Nada Devi be attained. May the state of Stetakali be attained. Pay. Shushumna, the central channel, the central nadi of our ordinary form, possesses 4 characteristics. At the soles of our right and left feet are red and white energy centers of our fathers and mothers, respectively. With the mantra Pay, these energies will successfully be drawn to the level of our secret chakra in our lower abdomen. Pay. Our life forces, merits, our wealth, prana, minds, roots of virtue, and strengths all unite as 5-colored light within our secret chakras. It is the size of a small bird's egg. Through the mantra Pay, it shall travel upwards to our navel center, gaining in size and intensity. Pay. The energy is now beginning to glow within our heart center, illuminating our awareness of the divine presence within. The mantra Pay, it will rise to our throat center. Pay. Our vital forces now glows within our throat center to purify our divine voice. Through the mantra Pay, it shall rise to the center of our foreheads. Pay. Our life consciousness now spins within our third eye center, magnifying our sense of non-duality with the mantra. Pay. It will separate from our bodies and rest upon the crowns of our heads. Pay. Our awareness merges inseparably with the Divine Mother's heart, smoothly resting within the all-pervasive expanse of Dharmakaya, our causal bodies. darkness ejects through our crowns. We are the Mother Bhadrakali, with a curved knife and skull cup. We slice up our material bodies. The skull cups are huge, white outside, red inside. Placed on a tripod of 3 human skulls. Wind, fan, wisdom, fire blazes. Our bodies are melting and boiling, expanding to become an ocean of nectar. Expanding to become an ocean of nectar. Ein, Reem, Kleem, Hey. All that is wished for or desired, spontaneous, inconceivable. Our illusory bodies now become precious jewels and supreme healing medicines. Our bodies overflow with glory, increasing spontaneous great bliss. Rich silks and all desirable objects. This nectar fills 1 billion worlds and feeds all beings. Whatever you want or need, we now provide. You are now endowed with enlightenment. May you attain enlightenment. Ein, Reem, Kleem, Pei, Pei, Pei. I invite you now to visualize yourself accepting a portion of the white feast in the form of medicines for the healing of your body, the healing of your mind, and the healing of your spirit. Pay. Instantly we become Dakshin Kali. Blue black with 1 face, 6 arms, 3 eyes, and bloody mouth. Our right eyes are red suns rolling and rolling. Our left eyes are crystal moons rolling, rolling. Our center eyes are sun and moons rolling and rolling. We stand upon Shiva and eat his guts. Our right hand holds a bloody sword. Our left hand holds a demon's head. Our left hands hold a protective shield. right hands hold a trident. By our laughter, gods and demons are called, apparitional beings of every class arrive. Ein, reem, clean, pay, pay, pay. 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 Demons gather like beasts driven by hail. Wrathful gods like mist driven by the wind. They instantly come and gather here. They are overwhelmed now with brilliance, having been overwhelmed with brilliance. Ein, reem, clean, pay, pay, pay. 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 We are Dakshin Kali with overwhelming brilliance, commanding all beings with Ein, reem, clean. All virtue, all evil doing overwhelmed in the unceasing sphere of influence. All the realms of the universe are pervaded by my great illumination. Ein, reem, clean, pay, pay, pay. 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 Ein, reem, clean. Again our bodies are suddenly reborn, and then collapse, falling down dead, with a sword in her right hand. Kali drops our lifeless corpses into pieces. Atop our bloody flayed skins, she heaps our bones, flesh, fat, organs, and blood, like vultures feasting on a corpse's remains. The gods and demons gather here. May those who desire of our flesh tear it with their teeth and eat. May those who desire flowing blood drink it completely, gulp by gulp. May those who desire bones to gnaw crush our bones and suck the marrow. pull out our organs and entrails, and feast upon them, leaving nothing. Thus may all our karmic debts of all our lifetimes be repaid, and may the negative intentions of these demons be pacified. Ein, Reem, Kleem, Pei. I invite you now to witness your own demons taking part in the red feast. And by consuming your flesh, blood, organs, and bones, they are transformed into benevolent life beings, into bodhisattvas, allies. Gods and demons who dwell in this place, abandon forever the harmful mind. Take your refuge in the Dharma. Generate compassion for all beings. Pay in cutting the root of the thinker, of distracting thoughts and memories. Ultimately, it is vividly clear that there is no separation. These are the words of all the gurus. May we all be liberated. Om Krim Kalake Namah. 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 I invite you now to visualize Svetakali, Bhadrakali, and Dakshinkali dancing upon corpses above the crowns of your heads. Surrounding them are the demons, spirits, and ghosts who took part in our feasts, now transformed into benevolent light beings. With the syllable Pei, they will transform into spheres of golden light above our heads. Pei. With the next inhalation and the syllable Pei, the sphere descends now through our central channels to rest within our heart centers. Pei. Precious and sublime divine consciousness, where it is unborn may it arise. Where it has been born may it not decline, but go on increasing further and further. I invite you now to take a deep and clearing breath, letting go of the meditation and just allowing yourself to rest for a short time in a place of stillness and silence. Allowing yourself to integrate this practice, its energies, and its experiences. Jema, Jema, Jema. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings experience happiness and its true cause. May the fruits of this practice be to accomplish the highest benefit of all beings and all things everywhere. And may all beings everywhere experience the joy, clarity, dignity, and fearlessness of peace. And may all beings everywhere have peace. Aing, Reem, Kleem, Pei. I invite you now to take a deep and clearing breath, bringing yourself back from the meditation, becoming aware of the sounds around you, including the sound of my voice and any other sounds in your personal space. Notice the temperature on your skin, the sensation of your body seated or lying where it is. Feel the clothes upon your skin. And just anything else that comes into your awareness about your surroundings. Begin to slowly move your fingers and toes, your hands and your feet, your arms and your legs. If you're laying down, I invite you to roll slowly onto one side and just rest there for a moment. And then when you feel ready, you can engage your arms and bring yourself back to a seated position. Keeping your eyes closed. Taking some breaths. Bringing yourself fully back. And bringing the palms of your hands together at your heart center. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Take a moment to give thanks to the Divine Mother for all that she has shared with you, knowing that she is with you always. And give gratitude to yourself for taking part in this practice tonight. And know that you can replay the recording of this broadcast anytime you ever want or need to do this meditation again. And make the affirmation that you'll just be open to noticing the subtle changes of having done this practice in the days to come. Maybe some flashes of insight, the right book falling into your hand, getting the right piece of advice, maybe handling a situation a little bit differently from how you might before. And then slowly opening your eyes, keeping a relaxed gaze. Namaste. Blessings always. Thank you so very much for joining me tonight. And Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. And thank you. So again, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. Please feel free to email me with any questions or comments to omcdavy@gmail.com. That's aumcdavy@gmail.com. Have a wonderful evening, wonderful few days ahead. I look forward to you joining me on Tuesday for our breathwork and mantra meditation, 7 o'clock on YouTube, or in person at our temple, 1260 South Xavier Street in Denver. So again, thank you. Blessings. Jai Mata Di. And good night.